What's happening, party people? Yep, still in Chicago. Yesterday we got a lot done on Sebastian's car, but man, let me tell you something. Somebody sold him a jacked up turbo. It sucks. When you order your parts, do your best to look them over closely, and hopefully you'll avoid having something that's broken, not the right size, missing parts, stuff like that. It's kind of hard to do, but there's been a few times, not that often, but a few times that I've gotten to places and water pump gasket torn, parts don't fit, missing parts, stuff like that. And that stuff causes delays in getting work done. And I'm not the quickest person when it comes up to changing gears. I sat there and rubbed on that turbo way too long yesterday trying to figure out why did somebody sell him this jacked up turbo. Anyway, if you're in the Chicago area and you know a good barber that I can set an appointment with to get my hair trimmed up and cut, let me know. Mita is concerned about my image and we want to get that out of the way. But I don't have 4 or 5 hours to sit around some barbershop. So it's got to be a place that I can set an appointment, go in there, get it done, get out of there. But hey, in today's video, we was working on Jake's car, trying to get that thing finished. It's the car I was working on 2 days ago. So hope you enjoy today's clips, and I hope you have a great week. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you could click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Here we go, folks. Kicking off another day. About to do some tinkering, but we got to get some parts from Swedish Car Parts. We made it. Our 10 o'clock ETA turned into 3 p.m. They airing out the sports cars today. Look at it. Woohoo! We got the Viper out there. And we need to get to work on this Volvo out here. Getting it back together. Man, it is 10 degrees cooler than it was an hour ago. I might have waited to the right time. First thing I'm going to do is the fan mod. Then I'm going to get this cylinder head on. Support the engine and drop the oil pan. Let's get cracking. Fan mod complete in record-breaking time. So here we go. It is shimmed. We're getting ready to wipe the cylinder walls with some oil. We got all the water out of the bolt holes yesterday. Still has some coolant in there. And drain that coolant out of the block from the back and bolt this on. Let me go find the head gasket.
I know it is. That poor
Thermostat gasket was doubled. We're getting ready to double it again. Here we are, about to put the thermostat housing on. We got 2 Volvo gaskets. We are coming along. We got the head in, the cams in, the timing belt off. We pulled the hand grenade pin. We're getting ready to roll that over. We're getting ready to put some coolant hoses in, brand new silicone and DO88 hoses as well. And we're going to hook up the transmission lines and drop this fan in that's been modified. Put this tray back together. We're probably going to do the ABS module before we do too much more after I get these transmission lines hooked up. Transmission lines, ABS module, coolant hoses. Check. I always try to encourage people to get their Volvo parts from Volvo part suppliers. We got a radiator here from a local supplier. All kind of warnings on it about not tampering with it. And the transmission line wouldn't fit in this lower fitting, and there's corrosion and some kind of buildup in it and stuff like that. So we're at a crossroads with this thing. Do we try to fix it or do we take it back to the store? So we're going to try to fix it. We took a fitting from the oil supply side, which we're not going to use. You know, I'm not really particular about radiators, but this makes you want to be. So we're going to take this fitting, clean this one up a little bit, and install this one, and hopefully we'll be good to go. It'll be a tight enough fit that we will not have any issues with it. We are down to the fluids, folks, and we're about to drop this oil. See what it looks like, and change it, and do what we call a cheap flush on it. But we gotta see what it looks like. Ooh, that's a nasty mix. Nasty. That's what head gasket nasty mix looks like. You do not want to be running your engine with that in there. It'll mess up your bearings and everything. So we're changing the oil. And we have mixing the filter. Of course we did. Alright, we're going to close it up, service it, and run it. I think we have everything ready to fire this thing up. Nothing leaked under it. Hold on, I think I could put more coolant in. Yeah, the coolant leaked down. Let me grab some coolant. Alright, put that back in there. Yeah, it's dripping off of it. Alright, think we're ready to fire up. Contact. Dang, pretty quiet for a fire up off of a head gasket job. Well, stop, shut her down. Somebody didn't tighten the fuel line. Get the fuel leak stopped. We're about to fire it up. Contact. And it's drier. Woohoo! We're gonna let it idle a few minutes until it starts smoking. And we're gonna shut her down and put the wheel on it. Check the coolant. Drop the oil. Alright, we're all done. Oil change, coolant full. Off to the race. That was it. Got Jake's car running. It was a good night. Ran a little longer than I expected. And even though I put in those extra hours and extra effort, man, Jake activated the 38-minute warranty. I was on my way, getting ready to get on the freeway, get out of town, and bam, he called me up and said, Robert, man, I got a massive coolant leak. So if you remember, we were having problems hooking up that connection on the transmission line. So we took one of those connections from the oil cooler line side, since we bypassed the oil cooler line. Well, when we ran the car and tested it, it didn't leak. Ran the car, man, a half hour better. He jumped in the car, drove down the road with a couple of his buddies, 12:30 at night, in the morning, whatever you want to call it. Sprung a coolant leak, popped a low coolant light. He pulled that thing over quick, just like you should, because a tow is cheaper than an engine. So I swung back by there. We remembered where I put that connection I took off. Screwed that in, stopped his coolant leak, filled it up with coolant, got him back on the road, and he's been doing good since then. So if you pull one of those connections off of the other side, put the bad connection in that hole so you don't spring a leak. So anyway, I'm gonna get going. Gotta help some folks get back on Sebastian's car. Trying to get a walk in today. I didn't get in yesterday, and we will catch you later. Thanks for watching.